turn it so it's 90, so you're not looking backwards.
So you're gonna take some of those trees out?
On the corner. And then, same thing with Bay Road, when we make Bay Road, that sweep to the east will be gone. So it'll be just a T intersection.
Just needs to.
All right. Steve?
Hi, how are you?
We don't have the board here, but should we pin it up there? Or?
Yeah. Steve, bring it up.
Yeah, bring it up.
Steve?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
There?
You know, I have a couple of copies. I can give one to center,
All right.
one to each.
That's plenty.
That's a much better easel.
Right. So, thanks for having us back. How's everybody doing?
And we're at Lake Point Drive. And so we came back with another conceptual layout. This one shows 21 lots, which are about 50 foot wide, and we kept the depth the way they are. And they're all for like a cottage style ranch home, single story. The homes would be about 40 feet wide, 38, 40 feet. And then we give us about 5 feet on each side, so it should be about 10 feet in between the units.
That's cool.
It's close, yeah. But that yields us 21 lots.
And what are the size of the houses?
They are about 1,400 to 1,600 square foot.
We've got a couple renditions of the front elevations of what they possibly might look like. So it's kind of, you know,
You bring those up?
Yeah. They would all have 2-car garages, 2 full baths, 2 bedrooms, a front porch and a back porch, back patio that'd be covered. There'd be 2 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 2-car garages.
No. What's the zone now? What's that? Large lot?
Excuse me.
What's the zoning?
1 acre lots, there's 8 1 acre lots currently.
Currently, there's 8 lots approved, yeah, which are, they're just under an acre. So I think the zoning is like, R2, is it? Out there?
Our lot's not 32, 26, 22,000 as far as feet. 1 acre is.
Yeah, I don't believe it's 1 acre, no, because the lots are all under an acre. But almost an acre, they're like 0.8, 0.7, the existing, which there's 8 in it.
Well, it's not in the cost of the one.
It looked like you had a silver lot, or,
Is there zero lot line?
We can do 0 lot line, yeah, slide it to one side.
Is your current plan?
No, this one shows 0, this shows the home centered on the lot.
Okay, so those are all centered on the lot?
That's right.
So this is more like a cluster as opposed to.
Exactly.
To a zero lot line.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's 18 lots?
21.
There's 21 we're showing here.
We originally came in with 42, right?
Yeah, originally, like 2 weeks ago, we were in for 42.
They were kind of clustered with 4
Yeah, we have
together.
that plan.
You asked us to bring it down to 21, 20.
I just don't recall having that many houses in this.
Yeah.
Well, before it was like apartments, or duplexes, or whatever you want to call them. Here are 2 of them.
Would you like me to show you what we came in with before?
Yeah.
And I remember that.
Yeah.
That was nothing.
Right.
Those are kind of clusters similar like Arbor Ridge.
That wasn't gonna happen.
We were just brainstorming.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
They're trying to bring in a product that we can market for like $290 starting. Whereas if we do the ones that are approved right now, we'd probably be starting in low 4s. And with extras and all, you're going to be pushing high 4s, 500.
We've got $20,000 a year in taxes.
That's the issue we have.
And see, that's what we build in Penfield now, and we're having a very hard time selling them. And the number one question when people walk into either a model home on a weekend or an appointment with us is, what is the tax rate? And right away, they don't come back for a second appointment with us. So we think this would be very attractive to not only, to all age groups, even someone with one child or something like that, so.
And with the porches in the back and the decks, I mean, it's beautiful, wooded.
The site's
The
very
site's
nice,
very
nicely
nice.
wooded, and I think we're really making good use of the site. We still leave a lot of the perimeter trees, all the homes in the back, like the son said, would have a nice porch in the back, covered porch. Everybody would have a two-car garage, front loads. Yeah.
And we think realistically, a product like this would be like a 2-year build-out, whereas the original plan would have taken 3 or 4 times as long, based on how long it takes us to sell it in Penfield.
So you can't, this has to be reasonable.
I don't think 10 foot's gonna cut it.
No. Too close together.
It's like a city, I live in the city, my houses are.
I think the max you're gonna get is 25 foot. That's what a townhouse project, a townhouse would be.
You mean in between units,
Yeah.
25 feet, so you have 12 or so. Well, no, even if you wanted 10, isn't your regular half acre 10 foot in Webster, or is it?
No.
No.
Oh, it's not?
Well, it's not- it's not-
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's 15, how much between your house and your lot line?
Oh, okay. In Penfield, we're at 10. 10, and then, so if you go 10 on each side, you're at 20.
It's 15 per side for R3.
That's what I,
Yeah.
that's what I.
It's 15 inside R2. Large lot's 15 as well. They're all 15. Except, it's 15, 20 foot for,
20. How about like Bell Arbor, the ones off of 250? That's kind of like a cluster, isn't it?
Could have been.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more space between those than 10 feet.
Lower.
Yeah. Those might be 20, they might have been, depending on what the zoning was, they might have been reduced to 10 per lot.
They were built in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, they were already built.
That was,
When
yeah,
I
that
got.
ran DC, or ran CC.
You can buy me the house is 36 feet. See, those are joint. Those are These are all feedback. Yeah, that would give you more. I mean, if we combine,
Without
Yeah, we
any
could combine
recommendation,
two.
from us.
yeah, we could combine 2 units together. That would give you more space on the side. Maybe shrink them down to 36 feet wide. So you
I'm hearing
use,
from the town board though, is that
you have
it's gonna
7.
be a planning issue anyway. You're gonna be dealing with the planning board one way or the other, maybe just,
Yeah.
that's up to the town board. The town board can send it without any kind of recommendation or
Mhm.
just saying, okay.
Okay.
What's your proposal? What are you trying to rezone it to?
Well, this type of usage, so that we'd like to bring a product to the market that we can start at like 290, basically, like a cottage style,
I
one
guess
level.
maybe I'm being more technical.
Okay.
I think what you need to do is you need to come up with a plan that says, okay, we're gonna rezone it to blank.
You're talking like,
So
what
you
type
can
of
look- You can
zoning?
look at this one, yeah, and it's not.
Yeah, see, I don't
We're not
know.
gonna tell you which one to do it, that's
Right,
something you have
right.
to decide or have your engineer,
Right, exactly.
And, say, look, this year we're going to come in, but we have 6 or 7 different residential zoning designations.
I'm sure we could get them to fit within one. I guess we just came in to see if the board would be open to this type of bill.
Planning board's not gonna give you 3 times what the approved lot size, lot coverage.
Well, this would be about double,
21 is pretty close to 3 times.
you know.
24.
See, it's not so much that, we're trying to increase the density, we're just trying to bring in a certain product.
And all those other houses you sold there, how much?
There's homes, the existing homes there, the lowest one went for $166,000, and the most expensive one was under 300, 270.
And when was that?
Recently, these are all the comps, like from current, from, like last month, up and going back 5 or 6 years, So the most expensive home in there sold for under 300. And so, if you try to sell one
Where
for
is this?
500, this on, Lake Point Drive. Yeah, Lake Point Drive. Yeah. That's why we came in, because, we go, wow, if we try to build a house for, say, 500,000, and the existing homes are selling for 300,000, it's a tough sell.
So what could you put on here for 300,000?
Well, that's what we're proposing, these type of cottage homes.
It's a far cry from the 300 in Lake Point.
Not really, that's what their homes are selling for. Square footage wise, they might be a little bit larger, because they're mostly 2-story homes, where these would be 1-story. So if you took a 1,400 square foot ranch, really, that'd be equal to 2,800 square foot 2-story.
But this is a 2-story that you showed us.
Yeah, we meant,
That's with like an optional,
That can be a
bedroom
wall.
on the second
oh,
floor.
wow,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Send it to planning. I'm not thrilled with it.
I'm not either, but it's gotta give you zone either way they go, they're gonna. The planning board's not gonna give you almost 3 times what it's already approved. Just being honest with you.
yeah. It's a beautiful site, but it's a tough site with some challenges for the developer. The first people that started it, they didn't follow through with it. I know they came in with more units, and they were turned down. We picked it up from the bank. And, we were told that we wanted to originally put a road in here, from Burnett, and come out onto, Lake Point Drive.
Was there a prior developer that had it?
Yes, yeah. It was, I can't remember their name. I think it was the people that did East Ham Estates, just to the north of that. I believe so. And they
They never did anything with it, no infrastructure, nothing.
No, exactly. We bought it from the bank. We got it from the bank at Cast Iron. And I know, originally they tried to put the road through, but the town didn't want to do that. That showed more. It's like more like a half an acre, like 100 by 200.
Actually, the town did want to do that, the residents were opposed to it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't want a connection.
Yeah, any place we can eliminate cul-de-sac and get it through, it saves us a crap load of money and time.
Right. Yeah. So,
Keep working on plans.
sure.
Get back to building. Give me your phone number, Steve.
Oh, sure. It's 585-729-5061.
729. And I'll call you.
Okay, great.
Tell you what the next step is.
That sounds
Whether
great.
I gotta come back here, or I
Right.
gotta go to the plan.
Yeah, like,
I wanna have building look at this and give me some ideas.
that'd be great. Yeah. If you like concept of it, we'd be more than happy to bring it to our engineer and have him, come back with the exact sizes.
I'll just take this one here and take it to the
Oh, great.
building department. And since he's not here tonight, and get some clarifications on distance between buildings, okay?
Right.
And then figure out what they say.
Mhm.
Okay?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Hi, thank you very much.
All
Thanks
right.
for listening.
I'll give you a call,
All right.
probably Monday.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
Take this for you.
I I only need, yeah, I only need one.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Joey, you want to talk about a piece of equipment?
The dozer?
Yeah.
Okay. Last year, initially, when the budget was proposed, Kathy had talked about taking CHIPS money and putting that part into our equipment line for purchasing equipment. Last year, and the last 2 years, with the windstorm and the lake levels, a lot of our time got occupied by accommodating that. So we're behind by 9 weeks. In doing so, last year, we ended up with $170,000 rollover in CHIPS money, which was not accounted for in this year's budget. Being the first thing, we didn't have time to do the road work last year. There's just much going on. So we exhausted the general fund, or the general repairs line, and the capital improvement. The CHIPS we rolled over, knowing that we could roll over and use it for building, equipment, or roads. Being that the dozer was the very first thing thrown out last year, we like to put the dozer back in under the CHIPS. It's a accepted purchase for the CHIPS money. It's $170,700 and change or something like that, and the dozer is about $168,000. I just spoke with mechanics today. Our current dozer that we have used, based on its size, it should be for finesse and doing dress and topsoil and stuff like that, but we've been using it for doing 4, 5, 6 foot cuts. And it's been used right now. I'm going to be dropping about $12,000 to $15,000 into that because for the third time in its life, because the bearings, the bushings, the blade, everything are worn out because we're misusing it. We really need this dozer, and it's not going away. The road work that we do, the ponds and the drainage require a bigger dozer. We normally rent it, but in the last 4 or 5 years, what we've paid in rental in the 4 years would have almost cost or covered the cost of the purchase of the dozer. So I'd like to use the CHIPS money and purchase the dozer.
So this dozer is larger than the current?
Oh yeah, twice the size. Yeah.
What are you looking at?
It's a case. I forget what the number is on it, but it's about a 23-ton machine. It's smaller. Well, it's about the same size as the old 1969.
So it's about a TD-15 or a Cat 6.
Yeah, probably equivalent to a 6. Yeah, a 5 or 6. Yes. About that size.
175 is a TD-15.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that. I mean, we've been renting D8s and D9s, and it's half that size, but it's twice the size of our case.
Right.
So
Case
I
what's
forget
it,
what it is.
450?
What's that?
450 case?
Yeah, that's what the case is, yes. It's got an 8-foot, 6-way blade, but like I said, the bushings, bearings, again, we just went through it this morning. It's sitting right now, ready to take the tracks out, but instead of the blade itself is even, the blade has never been done, the undercarriage has been done, this will be the third time together.
If you're renting D8s, why would you buy something half the size?
Because we can still get away with the cuts we're doing, hopefully this will be one of the last cuts that we're doing for the pond we're doing on gravel road.
You couldn't use a D8 for any landscape.
No, it's a mid-size, because it still gets us in around homes, and for doing like cuts like we did at North Pond, still gets us in for doing the work around there. But we don't need, it's rare that we need to rent big stuff. Empire and Finn have been the only place we've had to rent doors that big. So it'll be more for common use, but when we gotta do 4, 5, 6 foot, 8 foot cuts, using the case is just, it's abusive. And this has been ongoing for about 3 or 4 years, but we've been getting every budget cycle a little closer, a little closer, a little closer, but I'd like
Do you
to.
have enough money in your road repair budget that you can afford to spend your CHIPS dollars on a piece of machinery?
That's chips left over from last year,
I know.
not including the buck
Do you have enough
85
this year?
from chip, oh yeah, yes. Yep, and to be honest with you, Barry, right now where we're looking, as far as staffing, and I'll be held back to spend again this year. With the amount of work that we've tried to commit or tried to get to, we've got to finish up Forest Lawn, Orchard Street, we've got Newberry, the 2 circles out of that, South Huckleberry we're gonna go after. I've got Maple Woods that needs to be milled and paved, that fell apart this winter. It's just, there's no, the base in there, but the road profile leveled off, and the water pocketed and destroyed the road. And that was unexpected, so, I'll have enough money, question will I have enough time. We have to finish Empire, and Empire is a 2-year DEC permit, it expires in September. I talked to the foreman, we were talking this morning about that schedule. We are in drainage work right now. We itemized all the sinkholes and the creeks and streams, and we've got Adeline, Beverly, Marsdale, all need full pipe replacements. We're 3 years out for drainage.
Do you have a lot of county work this year?
I just met with Tom yesterday, there's county work out there, I don't have the time.
Okay.
The only thing I'm probably gonna do is pave Harris from Plank to State. The shoulders are already in, and Penfield is taking over Plank South and reboxing and doing all the shoulders to widen it out. We'll probably do paving on that. I've got like 6 or 7 punch list jobs around, pipe jobs.
So you haven't got time to do county work anyway?
No, no, and then if it falls into place, and I was straight up front with the county, I said realistically, if we do pursue a building next year and we're gonna do earthwork or drainage work, I'll have time to do county work very good.
I just have to make sure you have enough money in your budget to counter your loss of revenue.
I didn't put a lot of county revenue in this year,
Okay,
with the
otherwise-
intent, knowing
otherwise,
that,
Come August, you'll be out of money.
so, well, I know,
Everybody's on town work all the time.
well, I know. So the question is, can I use the 170 for the first thing thrown out, the first thing we really can use? And we're still waiting on the grant money, 350 from the windstorm, which we just sent that back out. We're waiting to hear back again from Termaine, I think is
So you say you didn't budget much money for county work this year?
not as much as normal. We always have money budgeted in there. On a, to be honest with you, John, on a normal year, we do between 1.1 and 1.3 million dollars in county revenue. And that's working Crittenden, A-Roll, Turkville, East River, all over the place, Marshall, wherever, we've done the parking lot for border patrol. We did everything for NCC with mutual with Penfield, but I knew that we wouldn't have not only staffing, but the time, because we're behind, we're still trying to catch up from 2 years worth of lost time on a windstorm and lake levels,
What'd you budget for this year?
for which I have multiple lines. I just sent that out to Ron. I have one is at 1.1 million, oh, for the revenue, you mean?
Yeah, for the revenue, yeah.
I think 750,000, and half of that is winter snow. I got 480,000 in winter snow operations for the county. And then additional, it's not much for the state, it's like 30 for the state. So, but I knew at some point, to be honest with you, we've been, in the last couple of years, I don't want to say phasing out county work, but limited, mitigating it, because we're 3 years out in drainage work. I can't keep telling these people that got drainage issues, that, flooded basements, I don't have the time this year. It's not fair. We have a line, we've got that, it's a gravity fed, the basements are gravity fed, and anytime anything gets in that main, basements are taking on water. We've been replacing section by section. We have $250,000 to replace all of it. And it's right up the middle of the road. Asphalt repairs, interruption of traffic. It's not a simple task. I've got 2 other streets that are in the same boat as that.
Well, the county's not been generous with their allocation of jobs either.
No, and they've got all this work local, but they've tracked it under federal monies, which I'm not eligible to do. So, yeah, so everything they want us to do is out Mendon, Pittsford, what's that? So, yeah, Pittsfurgh, I mean, it's all, they don't want us to do Golf Ave, East Ave, Park Ave in Pittsburgh. There was a street they wanted us to realign and do the drainage on in Mendon. I'm like, I can't travel, I don't have the staff, I can't travel like that. It's too much.
So you're okay with it?
If you're comfortable with your budget,
More than comfortable. It's, that $1.70 was not never counted in, it was supposed to, Kathy and I had talked about that, using $1.50 this year for the purchase of equipment, but that, the $1.70 was never put in the budget. Unfortunately, but we're gonna address that anyhow with drainage. I mean, what I do is try and, where I can finagle, materials and or rental and stuff, pull it off the drainage, the burden off the drainage is a set dollar amount, I can't go outside of that. So where I can rob Peter to pay Paul, I'll do that. I have enough room in my, capital account to offset some of the structure.
You ever reserve account for equipment? in the highway department?
No. No, it's pretty much what's budgeted. There's no wiggle room.
The budget for equipment is pretty hefty.
But realistically, not where it should be. I spend $500,000 roughly plus or minus per year. And if you look at the percentage of what the normal budget used to be back in the 80s and 90s, it was right now proportionately, I should be at about $1 million a year for equipment. But that's unrealistic. The economy's not there, there's no support for that. But the growth rate is there. I mean, Webster is still I mean, we went from in 2008, we had 58 active residential subdivisions and 19 commercial sites simultaneously. Even now, after 08 and pop, now we're back up to 31 active residential sites. Plus the commercial slowed down a little bit, now it's filling in the buildings that are vacant, as much as the new stuff. But the demand on us, and every single year, and you guys can attest to it, our snowstorms. Every year, we add on a new sub. This year, it's gonna be, you know, the Tom Thomas subdivision and/or possibly the Webster Golf Course. Every one of those just adds time onto our runs. And every single year, we're adding 15 or 20 minutes onto the runs. Last year, we had 3.73 miles of subdivision roads. I went through and did all the analogies on all the property that's out there, including the purchase rights that we have for Schreibers. We have just under 2,500 acres yet that could be developed. I looked at the zoning, did the whole math, you're still adding on the potential for over 120 miles of subdivision town roads on a total build-up. So we've got to prepare for that.
Anybody got any concerns, questions?
Well, we can make his budget work.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust John's budget.
So you can stop running.
Okay.
Still gonna be renting for Finn, but that is huge equipment, and that's all it covers for. That's on a
It's paid for
$370,000.
by DEC, right?
Yeah, DEC, I got 370,000 grand.
What's the delivery time on this?
What's that?
What is the delivery time on this piece of equipment? Like, how long before you get it?
Actually, I just started getting quotes, and you're probably looking at 30 to 60 days, depending on what make it is, availability, so I can still have it for something. It's gonna take them about probably 4 weeks on my case, just to have that prepared, without new bushings, bearings, the shoes, the blade.
So if you get this new bulldozer, you're not gonna repair the other one?
Oh, no, we're still repairing it, because that one, I have to. That's our finesse, that's for doing topsoil, that's not for doing cut, that's for the finesse work, grading off pipe jobs, back lawns, ditches, stuff like that. Still great for that, and it's small enough, like even Everline and Beverly, I can drop that down in the creek and run the creek.
Okay. Good. Then you go into executive
Do your best
session.
on those,
What's that?
do your best on the bids.
Oh, no, definitely.
Okay.
Need to go into executive session under section 105-1F for a personnel matter. That's my motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.